If I was to use a cooking metaphor, I'd say David Moyes is in the kitchen, and he's not cooking haggis. He's adding the spice, he's spicing things up, and boy oh boy, the spice is right. Hello and welcome to another episode of our Hammerano Culture Unlimited. My name is Chace, coming to you pre-recorded and predetermined from the Hammerano studios, and today we'll be looking back at all the important questions like, are West Ham massive again, and is the top four still an option for West Ham? We'll also be looking back at the Hammers' recent victory over Wolverhampton Wanderers and see how this victory affects West Ham's top four push. And lastly, we'll be previewing the midweek action in the FA Cup, which is Southampton versus West Ham United. All this and more in today's episode of our Hammerano Culture Unlimited. It's back, it's finally back. I've missed it so much, but David Moyes has finally brought sexy football back to West Ham United. After weeks of draws, narrow defeats, and just crawling over the line, West Ham finally managed to pick up the win. But not only did we win, we managed to do so in style. Okay, I can hear you from here. You're probably saying, Chace, my dude, West Ham just won 1-0 against Wolves. That's hardly sexy football. Well, to that I'll say, you're probably right. But I'll also say, you're probably wrong. Things haven't been great recently for West Ham, and our recent run of form is rather uninspiring. And they say insanity is when you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. Well, David Moyes, he showed a stroke of genius. He spiced things up in the West Ham kitchen, and his reward for that was the 3 points. If I was to use a cooking metaphor, I'd say David Moyes is in the kitchen, and he's not cooking haggis. He's adding the spice, he's spicing things up, and boy oh boy, the spice is right. So how did David Moyes spice things up? What did he add to the pot? What did he add to the mixing bowl that was so different, which he wasn't doing in previous weeks? Well, the main difference was Pablo Fornals was playing as a left wing back. Now this is different because Fornals usually is an attacking player. He usually plays down the middle on the left wing side, the left mid side as an attacker option. But against Wolves, he was a left wing back, and Fornals really made that left side, that wing, his own. Now I get that this might sound like lazy analysis, but here's the thing. Everyone in the West Ham squad against Wolves, or in the starting 11, put in a shift. The entire team was up for it. Everyone just seemed to give that little more. I don't know what it was. I don't know what was in the air. But it was a lot better compared to the previous weeks. And it's going to be hard to find a star player or one player that outshone the others. But really, it generally was a real good team performance. Cressy was amazing. Ben Johnson was great. Fabianski was awesome. Soucek, Rice, everyone was just on form, and it was a pleasure to watch. But if I was to give special shout outs, it will definitely go to Thomas Soucek, who scored not the best goal in the world. It was a tap in. He just had to extend his leg, but he was at the right place at the right time, and he ended up getting the winning goal for West Ham. So well done to Soucek. And it was also his 27th birthday, so what a wonderful gift that he could give the West Ham fans on his birthday. And with Soucek, I think unjustly, he's received a lot of criticism lately, unfair criticism. And look, if you're following West Ham, you will know, because basically the criticism is that he's not scoring as much as he was. But he has clearly taken up another role. Obviously, Declan Rice and Soucek are central midfielders. And in previous seasons, Soucek pretty much had carte blanche to go up and down the field, and he often would chip in with a lot of goals. Now the goals have been a lot quieter this season from Soucek. He's adopted, I guess, more of a defensive role, with Rice being given the freedom to roam. Now people who don't understand this are criticizing Soucek, but you must understand as well, the dude has played a ridiculous amount of games recently. Since he joined West Ham, it's been non-stop and ever-present in the team, and he's also been representing the Czech Republic as well. And they went quite far in the Euros too, so it's literally been back-to-back football with very little break. So again, I'm delighted that Soucek managed to get the goal and hopefully managed to hush his critics. And another West Ham player who has received loads of criticism lately, and dare I say rightfully so, is Kurt Zouma. Now, I'm not going to go into the entire Kurt Zouma situation right now. I dedicated an entire video to that, and the link should show up right now. I mean, obviously what Zouma did was wrong. We can all agree on that. It was idiotic. But I'm not going to touch on that now. You can see my thoughts on the Zouma situation at the link above. What I'm getting at with Zuma now is this, and this is completely objectively, journalistically speaking. Against Wolves on Sunday, Kurt Zuma was arguably the man of the match. Every cross, corner or set piece that Wolverhampton Wanderers won on Sunday was dealt with authority by Kurt Zuma. Look, my stance on Zuma hasn't changed. I still stand by with what I said, but objectively speaking and from a journalistic point of view, Zuma was outstanding against Wolves and he really put in a proper good shift for the Hammers on Sunday. And just some additional thoughts from West Ham versus Wolves. Every time the Hammers broke forward, it looked like they were going to score. Yes, they only won the game 1-0, but when I say sexy football, I mean West Ham got me out of my seat a lot on Sunday. Almost every time they broke forward, I was running towards the TV, trying to get a closer look, I just felt that, which I haven't felt in a very long time. So that when I say sexy football, that is what I'm referring to. So yes, they won 1-0, but we could have easily scored a lot more. I mean, Rice hit the crossbar, some other shots went wide. So the Hammers were really up for it, and that was, for me, that was really encouraging, and it was just great to see that West Ham back again. And by no means am I referring to Wolves as a walkover. They too had many great opportunities. But let me tell you something, brother. This game could have went on for additional 30 minutes, half an hour, and I doubt Wolves would have scored. West Ham were just so defensively sound, fundamentally sound on the day, where although they attacked us quite often, yes, they had a lot of good chances, but I don't think Wolves would have penetrated, not even once. So how does this win for the Hammers affect the top 4 race, or should I say the race for 4th spot? So yeah, that race for the final Champions League spot, the 4th spot in the Premier League, the race is really heating up right now, and not only am I watching it or taking note, I am fully invested. I mean, I think Watford played Man United this past weekend, and I was the biggest Watford fan. Wow, so every game now counts, and it really is exciting. So fingers crossed, Hammers can keep on doing what they did. Look, I'm under no illusion it's going to be difficult. We have a very small squad, but I'm really encouraged from what I saw against Wolves. So fingers crossed they can just copy-paste that performance week after week, and West Ham should be fine. Next up for the Hammers, it's a trip to Southampton in the FA Cup on Wednesday night. West Ham and the Saints already met twice this season, with a goalless draw in September, and when they met on Boxing Day, the Saints won 3-2. And it's important to note that the men from the South Coast have been in great form lately, with only 1 defeat in their last 12 matches in all competitions. Look, I know you can't necessarily compare league and cup form. We all know it's all about, cup football is all about how you play on the day and how you perform on the day. But what I do know is that both clubs will be up for this one. I'm sure both clubs are dying. I know West Ham, we'd love another cup. We haven't won the FA Cup since 1980, so West Ham are up for it. And I do believe that both West Ham and Southampton, they do 100% have to believe they can get one over their opponents. So it should make for a very entertaining match, and I'm looking forward to it. And it looks like we are desperately out of time. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. It really does help the channel out. And if you haven't yet, why not subscribe to our Hammerano Culture Unlimited? My name is Chace, and until next time, come on, you Irons.